picturesque campuses in all of the country, Oxford, Ohio, Fred C. Yeager Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the FIU Panthers and the Miami University Redhawks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Redhawks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the gun, running back on the move. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely...
Got a little grass. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. FIU set up with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running into the open space. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And the old-school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They have it at at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. He's in open space downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They're going to ride this running back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good third down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try the left side. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. FIU pushing tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
That's the end of the period. It's Miami, Ohio on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense working from the pistol. Off play action. Finds a tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before. Picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Handoff to the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Punts it out of the air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 3 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Utes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ford International comes out to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run it to the right. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the back. inside the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Ready, go! And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a nice job by this defense. Man, they've given up a lot of yards. They've gotten to the scoring area of the field multiple times, but they keep forcing field goals. They did a great job again on that third down.
Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Can't get him to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. At the 40, there he goes. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. He goes right back to the air. He's going to let it go. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game to want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gets the back moving. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Finds a man on the right, and he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
The Red Hawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Fires quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option, he'll try to get to the marker himself. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Panthers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still set.
Makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient. And
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Panthers in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Hard-hitting tackle. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.